and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play video of our Saga of the Sun and Scale campaign, where, of all things that could have happened last week, Cinder and Merk got along. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mike, our resident GM.
Yeah, I'm going to blame the fact that the dwarf was drunk on some root mead as to why they got along for once. But as of last session, the group had made it. Their grand Varisian journey at an end, the Bloodsworn Vale, just a few days march away to get to the next country, near Mathis. And yet, our heroes find themselves in a bit of a pickle. The money is running low, and there is still quite a journey away. Now, while others were searching rumors, checking the job boards, which are strangely empty for a city this large, Flint made a couple of contacts, found a couple of one vague rumor of an artifact somewhere, and then another contact at the academy who let him know that she would be interested in dragon bits, green dragon bits specifically. And that's where we're gonna start off. Is it's been 4 days in town. The runes that you've gotten need to go. If you want to keep your hireling on, you need to convince her to stay, because she was scared to join the Hell Knight orders. And with that, people.
So anyway, I'm just trying to make some money and like let the group know. And this guy comes in and it's like, what are you doing? We getting complaints of fire and smoke. And I'm like, is anything damaged? And nothing was damaged. Cinder was in the right. How'd you guys? How'd you do?
Sorry, I was finding my pen and my notes.
I'm going to approach Madeira and be like, hey, do you think we should go convince Jade to stay with us? Because I think she's a great asset. But I think she looks at me like I'm crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, the crazy part or the asset part?
All of the above.
All of the above.
Okay.
Well, it has been her mission in life to join these Knights of Hell, so it might be hard to steer her from it.
Well, it's worth a shot, right?
It's a good thing that you're not coming then. And I just
Why? I like her.
take Percy.
We didn't have a great impression of the Hell Knights, right? Like they're a rough group.
They're very rigid organization, and the majority of it follows Asmodean teachings.
The devil.
Yeah, so Flint would definitely be happy for you guys to try to convince her not to join. I would assume he would have a bit more knowledge of the Hell Knights just from years past, but
Oh yeah, there's sects of them in Magnamar that
Right.
feel like they're above Magnamarian government.
I'm sure Flint knows a lot more than Dustin does. So.
Correct.
Well,
So,
Merk, do
ladies?
you want to go and try to find out maybe some information on where a green dragon would be around town? She told me out in the woods, but I didn't know if you could think of anybody in town that might know a little more.
Merk has cheat codes.
Since you're the
Does
dragon,
have cheat codes.
the dragon expert.
Because Merk took the feat at first level, Bardic lore.
Right.
All right.
So I guess, can I
So-
roll some sort of an intelligence or gather information on who would know in town? Like any bounty hunter or collector?
You have no basis of comparison in this town to know who you would look for that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have seen like any signs walking around town, like, you know, of a hunter or collector of wild beasts or anything like that.
Nothing so brazen, no. Unlike Magnamar, where it's a city of guilds and they all like to advertise what they do, Corvosa is much more rigid
Okay,
in their thinking.
so I'll just have this conversation with Merk. Merk, you got any ideas?
Wow. Where to find a green dragon? So first, we're going to start with the forest. They love living in the forest.
We need
And-
one at least the size of a horse.
Oh,
That's a
that should be
prereq.
easy. Bardic lore total is 28 on a natural 20.
Woo!
Up, up,
and then
down, down,
also
left,
here's
right,
this-
left, right, BA, start.
Could I have given him that Slayer Guide to Dragons book that I obtained, and could that aid him on that check and make it a flat 30?
Why, yes, if he looked up the information contained in the book, he would get a +2
Or
on.
maybe I'm looking at the book while he's talking about all the dragon nonsense he knows, or vice versa. Either way.
Let's see here. In this region, with where you are, you would probably have to backtrack to the Ashwood for a chance at a dragon. It's the only forest dense enough and sizable enough closest to Corvosa. The other option would be to push through the Bloodsworn Vale and go into the Fangwood.
Okay, I have
In your
Fangwood
Mathis?
in the Mathis written down. So
But with what you rolled, the green dragon in the Fangwood is of an age that you feel would eat you as a snack and not even feel your most powerful spell.
So not
Like
that one.
there's a
Not that.
known named Elder Green Dragon in the Fangwood. Which leads you to believe that smaller dragons, unless they were whelps, would not be in those woods either. All right, let's-
Could we just look up any information, or I'll spend the rest of my day trying to look up information that would give us an advantage for when we fought the dragon, like any weaknesses of a green dragon or their strengths? Would that be
Okay.
located in this book as well?
Give me a bitch. Give me a son of a bitch.
Well, hello. That's me.
Yeah.
How you doing? Go ahead and roll me a Arcana check with a +2 for consulting the book.
That is a +2, you said? So
Yes.
that's a 28.
A 28? Well, with that, you know green dragons are at home in the woods.
No, come on.
They can move through the woods as stealthily as anything, regardless of their size.
Yeah, I can do.
Up close and personal, they have jaws, claws, tails, and horns.
I'm gonna put the little one to bed. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. And their breath weapon is poisonous. So something to combat poison damage would be helpful. Other than that, there's no real weaknesses per se.
Okay.
You
And then what's their AC?
didn't get that good.
Damn.
With that, your research tells you that a lot of green dragons follow the path of druidism. Some spellcasters of dragons can change shape. And their of the kind that typically like to hoard knowledge over coin. So you can expect to find a lot of scrolls, tomes of lore, as well as other odds and ends of antiquities rather than just a big pile of coin.
And then, would I know what their alignment typically is?
Their alignment is typically lawful evil.
So they are typically evil, though.
Are
Most dragons
all of the
evil?
chromatic dragons, so red, blue, green, black, and white, are evil based
Okay.
typically, and all metallic dragons are typically of good. There are outliers, of course, but
Right.
a lot of times any bad metallic dragons get policed by their own. Dragons are color coded for your easy alignment detection.
Okay. So I'll make a list with Merk of things we might want to keep in mind. And like, so we would want antidotes, right? That would be the poison, or would that be anti-plague? Poison's dope.
Yeah, poison, you would need antidotes, yes.
Antidotes, and then protection from evil, which I think our cleric can do. That could help. And with it being evil, then her good divine lance would do extra damage, we would think, or would be useful and effective to it.
A good divine lance would hurt an evil creature, or a chaotic divine lance would hurt a lawful creature.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll just mill over that with Merk for the majority of the day, I reckon, or at least the morning while they're out talking with Jade.
This is kind of like an all-day research fest as you're pouring through the book for the first time. Pudge and Madeira, let's move back to you. Jade has been polishing her armor and like trying to pump herself up to go talk to these people. For 4 days, she's stalled.
So, Jade, how would you feel about maybe not joining this group you want to join and just hang out with us instead? Continue on our journey. You get a cut of all the profits. You know, everything would go into the pot if you're okay with that. I mean, continue to give you food and shelter and maybe friendship. I'm not really good at that, but we can try.
So you're offering me a place in the company?
Yes. We like you. You're a good fighter. You're an asset to this weird band of misfits that we have. And you're welcome to stay.
She looks between the two of you. Well, my presence does make the goblin and the kobold a little bit more socially acceptable.
Yes. And we need all the help we can get with them.
I've grown kind of fond of the little one.
Yes.
She doesn't specify which one the little one is, though.
They're both little.
All three of them are little.
I'm just going to wag my tail anyway and hope it's me.
So I become a full member of the company with all rights and provisions therein.
Yeah. Absolutely. We talked it over with everyone, and yeah, we talked it over.
You kind of said you're going to do it and then just did it.
We talked it over.
I'm okay with it.
That was her talking it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we talked it over with everyone. And
Don't you want to be a hero?
I mean, you're already a hero in my book. And
I'm not there.
I pat her.
You didn't bring me along because you don't respect me.
I pat her on one of her shoulders, massive shoulders.
Yeah, and unlike everyone else, when you pat her, she doesn't move. I've grown fond of you guys as well, and you know what? Let's do it. I can always join the Hell Knights later on.
Yes! Drinks! Or maybe we should go look for work.
Both.
Both? Alright. Well, let's go see what what everyone else has figured out.
Cinder, what are you doing for this day?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. First thing I do is I wake up and I give myself a brisk wash from the basin. I find cool water is refreshing now that my skin temperature is always 120 degrees. Onward, I decide to visit I was brought in by Marshal Flint to the gnomish woman who was trying to learn of this dragon. And I want to delve and figure out what makes them tick. Not the gnome. I get them. You can't figure that out. But these dragons.
Wasn't you wanting help with the spell or whatever too?
So you're gonna do some research in the book that Flint grabbed?
Wait. Yeah. I mean, is there a spell I gotta do? I can do spells.
Wasn't she talking to me about a spell or something? And then I didn't understand it, so I sent Merk and Cinder in there.
You sent me because Merk was busy fixing stuff.
Right, and her magic theory and Cinder's magic theory do not mesh, as she has to study for her spells, and Cinder just goes, hey, look, I have fire.
But we both have an understanding of Arcana.
What was her name again? It's Tilde Acis, right?
Tilde Acis, correct. Good job.
I have to pray for my spells. Would I be better at talking to her?
But I can understand fundamentals as I have ranks and am an expert in Arcana.
But she might have some sort of useful information for you, spell-wise, that might help us with this dragon.
So I wanted to spend the day with her.
Let's see, is she available to spend a day with? Actually, she's quite amused by the intelligent magic theory goblin. Give me a knowledge arcana check.
Yeah.
Go give Grandma a hug.
It's early, but I'm going to use my hero point because this is important.
That's fine.
Go give Grandma a
Better
hug.
role play good to get another one.
All right. So I rolled a
Good night,
17.
Grandma. Night. Oh,
Sorry, technology. It gets in the way.
It does.
That is a 28 on Arcana to break down what she's trying to do with this green dragon extract.
Hi, Cheryl.
What are we looking for? What part does she need, and what is she trying to do with it?
You would know I told you she needed the breath weapon sack and the scales.
She is trying to modify some standard spells
Okay.
to, in fact, protect from the poisonous aspects of a green dragon, as well as transform, use it as a catalyst to change a type of spell from one type of energy to that same poison that the dragon throws. She is an evocationist. She likes to throw the kaboom.
Got that.
But she's found that people like to prepare for the normal energies, fireball and lightning bolt. Nobody ever prepares for a ball of exploding poison like a green dragon can breathe out.
Using the fact that I can cast the spell resist energy and can tailor that, I'll see what I can do about trying to modify that offensively, and we'll just
Well, resist energy doesn't have a poison damage option.
Does it not?
It does not. So she's trying to get those scales to use them as a catalyst for that, and then try to use the breath weapon sack to change another offensive spell from whatever energy it does to a poison energy.
That is,
Restoration.
I would say fascinating, but I'm not the right character. That's sweet.
I think so is too.
Okay.
But I need the bits, and you guys are gonna go get me the bits.
We're going to try if you're willing to pay to our services. However, you get what you pay for, and we are proven monster slayers. So
Right.
therefore, you should pay the premium to expect the premium.
Right. And she pulls out a very small sack and sets it down, and it doesn't clink like coins. It, like, think when you set a dice bag down, that sound.
I smell
And then
it. Is it magic?
No, it is not magic.
Why are you licking my platinum?
She opens it up and dumps out several sizable stones.
Several sizable stones.
Yes, these I prefer gems to coin. Lighter, worth more elegant. Coins
And
are for plebes.
yeah, but also gems can be used in magical aspects, like consuming rubies. I got you.
It's true.
Magic and crystals.
So there's 200 gold pieces worth of gems for those bits, as well as I stake no claim to anything in the Dragon's Hoard. That is a finder's fee for you all.
Excellent. We will discuss magic theory and dragons well into the afternoon, and that is the day.
I imagine when she was testing her magical theory, like she was giving Cinder some paste to like put around his eyes, and then she was like pepper spraying him, and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know about this lady. Oh, oh God, oh God.
Perfect. That's exactly what happens. I will be abused this whole afternoon trying.
Crash test dummy.
Absolutely. I am Beaker to her honeydew.
Also, Dustin and Merk, dragons are immune to paralyzed, poison, and sleep. At least the green dragons are.
Merk, we just talked about what we could get prepped. So like antidotes, protection from evil, things of that nature.
Klaus, what are you doing for the day?
Well, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. I think I just want to actually just try to earn income. And I'll come back, doing Lord Tanning or whatever. And then I'm assuming everybody's going to probably be working into the evening. So once I get back.
This is a whole day's thing.
Yeah.
And you are trained in your Lord Tanning?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe if I recall correctly, you did earn income your last day as well.
Yeah, I think I did.
So you get 7 silver
Okay.
for that day because that's still the same job
Okay.
that you had signed on previously, which
And
is
then-
good because it's about what you can expect for this level.
When I get back with the group, I'll ask. Obviously, I assume they would update me what's going on, and then I'll ask if there's anything I can do to help out, get anything ready. You guys have anything else that needs to be done to get ready?
I'm not sure, but Madeira, are you able to make antidotes with your nature skill?
Well, I have restoration.
You would need the
I-
alchemical crafting feat to be able to make alchemical.
Right, I didn't know because I thought something in that herbalist
You
thing.
can-
Hold on.
I can do something with poisons, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have the.
You have it to be able to make some things, but you're extremely limited on what you can make.
Right.
For herbalist dedication,
You gotta pull this up.
I'm pulling it up as well because there is something in there about that. Alchemical items with the healing trait, antidote, and anti-plague. She can create those. Her advanced alchemy level is level 1.
So would we want to spend a day or two, and you and Klaus can gather the materials out on the outskirts of town?
Think of it like alchemical reagents. She can't stockpile them. She has a set amount she can do per day.
Okay, I didn't know if she would be able to because of the wagon, but I guess
No,
that's fine.
the wagon does not circumvent crafting rules.
So we can at least do that. That would be helpful to a few of us anyways, or however many you can do for that day.
And then I tell you, I can pray. Have we shared all the information together?
Yeah, we're at dinner now celebrating with Jade, I would assume.
Okay.
Klaus just got back, so.
So I tell you, I have the spell Restoration where I can counter effects of toxins or conditions.
Okay.
With the roll you guys did on the dragons, it's not a poison that lingers. It's a fast-acting poison that eats at the flesh as it hits you or as it breathes
So
out.
the antidote wouldn't even help because it's not like a poisoned weapon.
It would.
Because I thought it doesn't give you resistance to poison. It just gives you a 1 to your
It gives
save,
you
right?
a +2 item bonus for up to 6 hours. So, against its breath weapon, it would help steal you guys a little bit. It would help fortify you. And she can make equal to half of her... actually, since you guys will be out in the forest when this happens, she can actually make 4 of them. If you're out in the wilderness, she can do 4 infused regents per day. If not, half her level, so 2.
Okay. Well, that'll work then. And then, Percy, do you have any types of spells you could prepare that day for any protections? Do you have like a protect against evil or alignment?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
So you said resist energy. It's not acid, it's poison, correct?
Correct. Yes. The resist energy spell is useless against green dragons and a lot
Would
of
restoration work? Would I know that?
restoration would work if it were a lingering toxin. Since it's a fast acting, like instant toxin from the breath weapon or getting bit or slashed by it, restoration there's no stage to it for it to be used.
Okay. So basically the only thing that we would have are any of the herbs that I could.
Right. If you prepare, you could prepare up to 4 antidotes, which would then give 4 of you a +2 save versus poisons for 6 hours, which would help against its breath weapon. So if you wanted to, and this will be Jade talking, if we wanted to, have the hardy people up front to be a target for this breath weapon, we could drink those, and then those of you who didn't get one can be on the outskirts ready to hit it at range.
That would be Flint's idea. Would basically, I don't think I'm going to be able to dodge this dragon at all. So once I'm in it, I'm in it. And anything that can help me stay there a little better and a little longer is what I'm hoping for.
So are we thinking Jade, Flint, and Cinder up front, and then Merk, Percy, and I, and Klaus running behind so we can keep them alive? Because we can work as off healers and then also attack the dragon with range spells.
Yeah. Well, I got my ruin now on my bow, so I mean I can do pretty good damage just with my bow at this point if I can hit. So
You should stay out and plug as many as you can from it.
Yeah, I think the big thing is for you range people to create space between you. That way it can only target one person at a time if it does leave,
Well,
the frontliners.
well, I mean, even if you guys have a flank, like if you guys are up close for melee range and have a flank, then if we can maybe try to get it flanked or whatever on like sort of an outer ring as well. So that way, no matter which direction it goes, we have people that can kind of collapse down on it and maintain that.
I'd say
advantage.
just don't clutter up and give it 3 targets with 1 hit kind of idea.
Right.
And
Try to spread the field and make a decision.
I want to make sure we're going for a smaller one, correct? We're not.
That's the game plan. But Merk also informed me that they're rather stealthy in the woods. So we might just go after the only one that goes after us.
The bigger the dragon, the bigger the renown.
Sure. And we'll make more money off the skin, I'm sure, but it will be difficult.
Have to live to skin it. Yeah, okay.
And I'll remind the group that we do need the scales and the breath weapons from it. That's what she requested, and that's what she needed. Cinder was talking more about her studies and whatnot today, so she needs those from it at the least. So we need to keep those intact.
But she doesn't need the heart. Who wants to eat some heart with me? It worked well. Let's do it again.
Jade's like, I'm willing to see if it works.
Oh shit! Jade with a sorcerer dedication. That'd be sick. That'd be sweet.
I mean, it empowered you.
So when do you guys want to go do it? Are there any other preparations we need or that take time?
How are we doing on healing potions?
We have quite a few.
What are you doing on rations?
Good point.
I haven't been paying attention to our stores since you guys have been providing, but now that I'm a full member of the party, how are we looking on rations? What's our funds look like?
We can go do that right now. So we can do
probably
that.
buy some more rations.
We can do that in the morning. We'll take care of the housekeeping stuff.
Since they don't go bad in the back of that wagon, we legitimately could just throw several months, just do a bulk purchase, and then be good.
Yeah, but we need to make a little bit of money before we make a big purchase like that. Depending on
Or counter proposal, we don't spend money on rations. We go find something that we can turn into rations because food does not go bad in the wagon.
Yeah, I could go hunt.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, I could go hunt, and I could also sell we could skin it, and I could sell the hide for a little bit of change.
We could potentially do that on our way because we've got to travel. How long is that journey to the Ash, whatever area?
Back to the Ashwood from where you are in Corvosa. If you just hard travel, no stopping in towns, you could get there in a week.
So maybe that's what we can do. We can hunt a bit on our way and save up the skins because they'll be preserved.
You can stop at Ilsurian or Biston as a home base. Depending on which place you stop depends on how long it takes to get there.
Well, which one's the shorter route?
Biston is the closer.
Okay.
But I believe Ilsurian was the town that you guys got in some really good graces of the town leadership by solving their murder problem.
Oh, is that where the gnomes were? That's when Cinder made all his friends, right?
No, that was Whistledown. I apologize.
Right. Okay.
You guys have done so much.
Yeah, we have traveled quite a bit. Biston wasn't a very big town, right? I remember.
Biston and Ilsurian both aren't very large towns.
Didn't we take the guard into Biston with us and drop him off? Then he give us a ride on the boat from Biston?
No, that was from Palin's Cove. No, that was from Veldrin to Corvosa.
Okay. I'm trying to go back through and see, but we have done a lot of
detailed notes as you guys should. And you guys are the ones who.
Yeah, I met Wine, the military man in Biston. He told me about that quarterstaff set with Pearl, the vile violence. And then we went to Melfish from there. So Well, yeah, we can just gather rations on our way, on our travel that week. I mean, surely we should be able to stop and.
I mean, if you guys move at a lower speed to allow hunting while moving, you guys can make survival checks on the way.
Yeah, I mean, because how many, like, for example, like deer would we really need for 7 people's rations for a few weeks? 1 deer is a lot of meat.
It's true.
So, I mean, even if we killed 2 deer just to have twice the comfort of having rations. So hunt for the first 2 days of the trip, make sure that we have enough for the rest of it, and then make haste.
Ooh, pardon me.
Comments, concerns, questions, compliments.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that sounds like a
We're
good
looking
idea.
very
Fine.
shiny.
I just sing and no thanks.
I got a new light too, but it's because we have this giant, bright Saga of the Sun scale bullshit screen. Brightest thing in the world.
It is very bright and shiny, as if it were polished.
Almost. Well, I say we get some good rest. Also, Merk, Jade's staying with us and not joining the Hell Knights right now. So she's a permanent member of the party.
Works for me.
She said she likes you the most. And yeah, so we're going to drink to her tonight and then load up in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
So, go ahead and make, well, we're going to wait, sleep through the night, and then immediately leave in the morning. Is that the plan?
I think
Yes.
so.
Okay.
Though, if you do need to shop for anything in town, Jade will let you know something you guys didn't know about her before is that she's really good at finding the best deal available.
Ooh,
She's got the bargain hunter feat.
bargain hunter.
I'm so glad we kept her.
It came from her family of merchants that she grew up with.
Yeah, and I think I'll spend the next few days as we're traveling just kind of talking with her, trying to build a little bit more chemistry since we're going to be frontline fighting together a little more, and since she's committed to staying with us. But as far as potions that you were asking about, Klaus, I have 2 on me, but they're just healing potion minors, so not a whole lot, but enough to keep me touched up. But we, have Percy for healing and Madeira as well.
And Merk.
And Merk, yeah, he's got his shoes. Yeah. So as far as that goes, I think we'll be all right. So Flynn will wake up pretty early and go tend to the horses, and then he'll start banging on everybody's door. A little excited to go on the trip. Wake up, wake up. Or mute yourselves and don't talk, whichever. I like
I'm
that
awake.
one too.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, yeah. Wow,
Let's-
that's weird. Cinder and Madeira were sleeping together. They were both in the same room. Don't ask, don't tell.
I mean, she has a hearth. From now on, I'm just sleeping in fireplaces. That's just canon.
There we
All
go.
right. We ready to hit the road?
I had to find which tab I put the new and improved for level 4 road random encounter sheet.
Road
What?
random encounter. RRE, son.
That's right. Which
All right. Who is riding up front for the first leg?
I want to see where we're going because I'm
Setting up front.
able to throw fire.
What? Why are you throwing fire?
I don't. That's how we deal with all of our problems on the road. We usually light it on fire.
The first couple
It's-
days, we're going to need the survivalists up front hunting,
Yeah,
looking
I'm
for
trained
prey.
pretty well in nature and survival, so I can
So
ride.
Klaus and Madeira, and then Cinder, you can fight with Percy about who gets to sit up front.
I mean, there's room for 3 up front.
Right, and that's 4. So
Well, Klaus, if you're hunting, you're not on the wagon. Because the wagon's basically, you guys are moving at half speed to allow somebody to range off, hunt, and then come back.
Okay.
oh, okay. See, I thought he would be looking as he went, and then be like, "Okay, let's stop here, hunt these
No.
grounds for a little bit."
No game worth taking will be this close to a majorly traveled road.
Right. Okay. Yeah, then that's fine.
That'll work.
So, Klaus is out the wagon.
Mounted.
That's why that small furrier that you guys scared yelling at
And
was.
then I will just try to spend the day.
Not
Talk
you
with-
guys.
I'll talk with Jade to try to make an impression or improve an impression, I guess, while we're riding in the back of the wagon, bumping down the road.
You don't need to make a check for that. You just.
I just was trying to improve it, so no worries.
Yeah,
Then.
no, like she's down to talk. Like she's always been down to talk. You guys have just not really talked to her very much.
I have.
I know,
Except
that's what I'm
Madeira.
trying to do now.
I'm still not sure she's a she. They all look the same to me.
Yeah, she doesn't really get out of her armor around you guys very much either. You'll find out she came from a family of merchants. She's good at finding bargains. If you guys ever need to find, a good hireling for service, she's your person. She got the hireling manager feat at 3rd level.
Ooh.
Her medical training is a bit rough considering she performs surgery on people with medical checks. But can't argue with her results. All right. Klaus, give me or whoever's hunting, if more than one person is hunting, I need survival checks.
Should I be hunting or am I gathering herbs? Did I already do that?
You have herbs stockpiled in the wagon, and you couldn't really find any in the wilderness leaving Corvosa.
So
Because Corvosa doesn't really have any wilderness.
So I couldn't do any of the protection things that we needed.
They're only good for the day that you make them.
Oh, okay. And
So
we're
you're-
hunting today. Okay.
Yeah, once you guys are out in the woods, that's something you're going to want to prep for every day, maybe. Up to you. Or elixirs of healing, you can do that one too. Just level 1 alchemical items, antidote, anti-plague, and anything with the healing trait.
Okay. Yeah, I can survey wildlife with him.
But you're also the one driving the wagon.
Oh, am I driving? Okay.
Yes.
Drive the wagon.
Okay.
So I got a 23 on my survival check.
23. All right, good job there. I think the only one who had the handle animal down was Madeira. Because you need a nature check.
Okay.
I'm trained in nature as well.
Well, you're hunting.
Okay.
21
21
or
to
20.
drive the wagon.
Sorry. Yeah, 22. You said
Yep.
nature check, right?
Yep, you're good driving the wagon. Today, for the entire group, you come back with 12 days worth of food. You managed to bag something pretty sizable.
A possum. Pregnant possum.
I mean, they come with their own bite-sized snacks.
Yeah. You just drip them in the fire for about 2 minutes and they get crispy and you crunch.
Or you run over them in the medic like Bobby did the other day. Whatever.
You told me about
Sadness.
that.
All right, what's watch schedules again?
I'll do first.
I'll do in the dark. So second.
Yeah.
I'll do 3rd.
I can do 4th or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Jade will do 5th. Get 5 watches in. Everybody gets lots of rest. All right.
Thank you.
Flint. First watch. Feel free to give me a D20 check.
Hey, that's a solid 10.
A solid 10. Okay. James, you need a random road map. As you guys are in for a treat.
Okay.
Is it like an ice cream truck?
The one that you provided,
Yes,
or
it is.
Yes.
the one that you provided, or a different one?
How many actions?
One of the 4 road
One of the on the
random
road?
counter maps. Yeah. You guys aren't in the woods yet. And Flint, roll me a perception check.
21.
21. Seven of you. Make sure everyone's on the page this time so I don't forget anybody. Well, the large lumbering bodies that are just now, you see one of them attacking you, just rushing out of the fire, just because it got a higher initiative.
You cut out real bad for me there.
Oh, did I?
Heard large rumbling, tumbling, something.
Did I cut out for everyone, or?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
You're good
Adjust
now.
my-
I mean, you're talking good now. I think it was just a server side thing.
Yeah. What happens? What had happened is that you are not surprised by the 2 zombie brutes that come charging out at you, and this is
Fuck.
camp time. Let the map load up here and get everything.
Keep forgetting to turn off the light blocking for these things and
Also,
save it. So let me save it this time. There we go.
everyone else give me initiative checks as well, so that
So
if
we're-
and when you guys wake up. Madeira, what's yours?
Is it plus my
Perception.
Plus your perception.
well that's a 30.
Damn!
We're gonna go first whenever you wake up. Klaus,
Right.
I got a 21.
what's your initiative modifier?
7. Or no, it's not. I'm sorry, hold on. So we level up.
So it should be
9, actually.
9. Okay. And then Flint, what's your initiative modifier?
8.
Yeah, have a good one, Donna. See you later.
Merk, what's your initiative?
18.
18. Cinder?
I will be 21 for initiative.
What's your modifier?
It is a +5. Yeah, Cinder's not very aware.
Cinder does not have wisdom.
I'm not wise. This is why I have absolutely no impulse control, and I roll randomly if I want to do something.
Ian and Percy.
29.
29?
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, girl.
The ladies know what's up.
The
Always.
ladies do know what's up. But
Oh my god, they're huge.
they are very large.
Oh boy.
But what Flint didn't see, as the zombies were the distraction,
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
They want their wagon back.
Fuck them.
You said zombies.
Flint, I need a will save as something comes up and caresses you.
Ooh. Jade?
It would actually be a lamia.
okay, that's
17 plus 8, so 25.
This weird woman animal hybrid weird thing.
You said a lamia?
All three of her actions.
You said a lamia, Mike?
Yeah, lamia. Am I cutting out still?
No, I was busy fixing stuff.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you're doing okay, Mike. We'll let you know.
She would be size medium or size large?
This also size large.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
oh boy.
Which one of you rolled tonight?
That would be Flint who rolled this. Also, I need a third zombie coming from the southwestern portion of the map. There were 3 zombies. Because you are a group of 7. On the bright side, this isn't, as far as, the XP value of this encounter.
You said
Right.
southwest side?
Yeah, give me one coming from that. Perfect.
Are you on the board?
I don't. Did you put Cinder on the board?
I thought I did. Hold on.
You're in the wagon again.
I think I'm just getting skipped every time. Go ahead and put me in the fire.
You're in the fire.
No,
Yeah,
I see Cinder.
yeah, you're there. You're the one on the west side of the fire.
Somebody's
that's me.
missing, though.
No, I usually have scorched ground.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
there
yeah,
is
yeah.
no Cinder.
That's Cinder.
That's how I know
Why
because
does-
everything around me is burnt.
We like to forget about Cinder.
I,
I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't know why he keeps.
you beat me to society.
All right. Well, her first attack failed. So, zombie brute number 1,
No,
with a
that's
move
Madeira.
speed of 25 feet. 5, 15,
There he is.
25. Oh, can't get to. Oh, wait, do they have reach?
They should.
They do have reach. So, in one move action, number 1 can get to there. Which 5, 10 can reach whomever it is that is sleeping there.
That would be Jade.
Oh. Oh, they're about to piss her off. Well, Jade's awake. As she just got fisted by the zombie. And it pushed Jade into the fire, waking up Cinder as well for 7 points of damage.
She can't go anywhere though, right?
She just basically gets shoved into the fire and occupies the same space.
Oh, okay.
But the fun thing about that is that the zombie's so dumb that it just pushed the only thing it could hit out of the way. So it's got to use its last action to move here to have range at everyone. All right, Flint, it is your action.
So Flint will feel or touch him, stand, and would I already have my sword out because I'm on guard or no?
Yes, you would have weapon ready. The question becomes, are you more concerned about the zombie that's attacking your sleeping comrades or the thing that tried to touch you?
The thing that touched me, and then I'll, as a free action, you can talk, right? So I'll say, at the ready, and try to wake everybody up.
Okay.
And then I will do a combat assessment hit on the llama thing. It's a 31.
A 31 will hit. It would be a nature check to know what a lamia is.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's 2 11s, so that's 26 points of damage, and then my nature check is not good, so it won't tell me anything. Yeah, it's a 5. So she's immune to combat assessment for a day.
Giving
So
you
that
a
was
striking weapon.
that was stand and hit, so I'll hit again. And that is not as good. At a -5, so that would be a 19.
19 is a miss.
That'll be that.
Everyone who is not Cinder and Jade, give me a perception check.
28
You're
on a
awake.
natty 20.
26.
Also awake.
24.
Also awake.
Madeira, you
Madeira?
got perception.
I said 27.
I missed that. Sometimes when multiple people are talking, it cuts somebody off.
Sorry.
No worries. 27. Everyone's waking up, so they'll be able to act next round. Number 2. 15, 20, 30, 45. Number 2 is going to move here because something hit its mistress. And going to try to fist.
Phrasing.
Oh no, that's what their attack is called, fist.
That's a noun, not a verb.
Well, it could be a verb too.
Yeah.
It can indeed be a verb.
Well,
Melee,
okay.
fist plus 11.
I will use a melee attack with my fist. I will not fist somebody in melee.
I mean, we don't kink shame here.
First of all, I'm just worried about the health and well-being because that's a large creature.
That is a large creature. That hit a 30 to hit Flint.
That is a hit, not a crit.
I mean, you could play a monk with the champion dedication, so you can holy fist everything.
True.
I mean, it's true. Holy fist for justice. That will be 15 points of damage to you, Flint. And I don't think a 15 beats your athletics DC.
Nope.
So you do not move as you just got sucker punched by this big shambling zombie. Number 3, 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 45, 50. Uses all 3 of its moves to jump right there. Runs around all willy-nilly. Top of the round, Madeira. You're awake.
All right. Well, I cast Shillelagh on my club with 2 hands.
Okay.
It's clubs are only one-handed. The only reason.
Oh, my spear. Sorry.
No, you're gonna use your spear's
No, my club. That's what I meant. My club.
We were doing a quarterstaff, but you found out you couldn't cast and then change your grip. If
Yeah,
you start
yeah.
in one hand, you can just.
Shillelagh.
Shillelaghs are one-handed walking stick anyway.
Okay, and how many actions is that to cast?
I believe it's 2.
Okay, and you are still laying on the ground.
I'm going to stand up.
Right. So you've got a shillelagh ready to go. Hearse, the Pudge.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna lay there and cast a 3-action divine heal. Can I do that laying down?
You can.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
So the 3 undead get will saves.
Good move.
Roll your. Are you using a 2nd level or a 1st level? Or
This
your
is
font?
my font.
Okay, so 2nd level.
Okay.
C is 20 now.
The damage is D8s, the healing's D10s.
Yep. So you roll D10s for the heals, D8s for the damage.
How many do I roll with them? With the level 2?
You'll roll 2d10 for heals and 2d8 for damage.
Oh, okay. Well, there's some nice purple ones going. Those are 12. Struggling. All right. My D10s, I got 7 points.
Well, that's good.
And my
Jake's fully healed.
2d8s, 11.
And the Lamia's healed. All right, 11. What's the DC on that? If you check your spells tab, it'll tell you.
Probably 20, because I think that's what all of us casters are at.
19 or 20, depending on what her stat is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 20.
Okay. So, you said 11?
Yeah.
They all take much more than 11. Even the one who managed to make their save, because they take the weakness on top of what's left. So that one took, number 1 took 15. It didn't seem to take all of it. Other 2 took 21 points of damage from that.
Oh.
But also the big baddie was healed as well, you would have noticed.
You healed the Lamia.
Yeah. Yep.
But, I mean, 7 healing versus 16.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
37.
And the two guys right in my face.
Yeah, 70 plus damage. Yeah.
You had a 51 point damage swing there, so you're good.
Laying down.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm a badass.
Done
bug.
from your back.
I'm.
Nice work you've done from your back.
I wasn't going to say it.
I won't confirm nor deny, so.
Now, seeing that she's got the upright fighter right there who took a punch from a zombie and stood there, she is going to spear the guy who with his sword. That would be a 35.
It's a crit.
I did not give her a name, so you're okay there. But you will take 22 points of damage. And she will swing again. A -5 for 24
That will hit.
for 10 points of damage. And then with her last action, she is going to step there. Whoops, that drawing was a bit hefty.
She's a rocket ship.
Back 1. She did a diagonal step. There we go. Because he's got a great sword. Reach her from there. Zomboid number 1 is got 3 targets, but it is single-minded focus on Jade. That is a miss, even with her ungeared and flat-footed, because I rolled a 2. Second swing, that's a nat 20. That'll hit.
No.
All right, so she will take... Ow. Jade takes 24 points of damage.
Yes.
But does not get pushed anymore. And last swing at a -10. That will also hit for 10 points of damage. All right. Now, Klaus, it is your action.
Alrighty. Well,
You've been woken up. There's grunts and groans all about you.
yeah.
Take a quick look around. You see the camp is surrounded.
Let's see here. I'm gonna stand up for my first action, and then, man, we don't have armor or anything on, do we?
Nope. Only one who has armor on is Flint.
Alrighty. I want to move. I don't want to play this. Put me right here in this square, and then, well, for my second action, yeah, I'll move there for my second action. If for my third action, can I quick draw and strike with my bastard sword, two-handed? That is a 15 plus 8, so 23.
That will hit the zombie brute.
So 8d12 for 9 points of damage plus my 2, so 11.
And that is a slashing weapon.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that thing rips into this zombie deeper than you were expecting. You just left a wide gash through this whole thing.
Alrighty.
Flint, it is your action.
Initiative, who went after me? Was it Percy?
You're not certain because Percy's already gone. She woke up and healed everybody.
Okay, so she went at the top of this round. That sucks. Flint will 5-foot step where Klaus was. No, he doesn't need to. Never mind. He won't do that. He's going to say, Percy, I really need a hand. And then he's going to strike once at the big girl with his lunge with a 18. So that'll be a 31 again.
That hits.
So that'll do 17 points of damage. And then he's going to turn and try to make some breathing room with number 2. So he's going to do 2 strikes on him. It's a 19, so 32 minus 5, so 27.
Is a critical hit.
So that will be a 12 and a 2 on the die, so that's good. 18 times 2, so 36. And then he is also flat-footed because of my, oh, no. I don't have that yet, I don't think. I think that's next level.
And super huge gash in that thing, but it is still standing.
Yeah, I get that at next level. So I'll take another swing at it. At a minus 10. That's a 12 plus 3, so 15 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's a zombie. They're easier to hit.
Yeah, so that's 16, 20 points of damage.
30 points of damage as that zombie falls apart.
Yeah. So Percy will notice that Flint is panting really hard and bleeding from multiple orifices because he got fisted.
Thunder, it is your action.
Is there, so it takes an action to stand up.
Correct.
Am I able to acrobatics and do like a tumble to stand while I move?
No.
Okay, it's just flat.
Correct.
All right, Cinder will stand up. He'll make room around this unarmored girl that just collapsed at his feet. He will spend an action to grow his claws, and then he will swipe out with these new and improved flaming angry claws. 11 plus a decent amount. Hold on. Sorry. Staging. 21.
21 hits.
All right. So it's striking. So 2d6 for the claw and 3 fire. So a total of 11 on the swipe.
So 8 base slashing and then 3 fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think
that'll
it'd be nice and divided up that way because some has weaknesses.
Right. So that's 18 slashing, 3 fire for 21 points of damage total.
Yes, and I present that flaming middle finger.
Those work a lot better.
Just had to do some retooling. But yeah.
And then Merk, it is your go.
Merk will spin his first action leaping to his feet. His second action, he sees that these are zombies, so he will yank out his dagger and go after the one that Cinder's already struck because it's hurting pretty bad. It's his third action. That is going to be 15 on the die. Plus 8 is 23.
23 will hit.
And, 4 points of damage as I slash with the dagger, not stab.
Thank you. Yeah, since its base is piercing, you gotta announce that you're slashing with it. So you did the right thing. All right. And then, so how much damage?
4.
4. So 14. It is still standing as Jade's turn.
I'm so proud of you, guy.
Jade is going to stand up. Action number 1. She really get a swing in cramped like this, so she is going to move to there. Yep. And then with her last action, she is going to get out her shield. She does not have quick draw or anything like that. Zombie number 3 is going to go after the last thing that hurt it with 3 swings. And then I will get to the top of the round, and I got to go tuck the kid in real quick. So, in order there, we've got 19, 16, and 7 to hit Klaus.
The first one hits, the other 2 miss.
Okay. Only 7 points of damage, as I did not get a good hit on you. But we'll try to push you away, but I don't think a 11 beats your athletics DC. Right, so we will pause for just a moment as I go tuck Child into bed.
Pausing now.
Start with Madeira.
And we are now unpaused and back to the top of the round, I believe.
Yes, top of the round, Madeira. You are up. Your cudgel is drawn. You have shillelied it.
I'm going to try and hit lucky number 3. And 27.
27 is a critical hit.
Ooh.
So roll your damage and then multiply it by 2.
Uh, 6. 24 then.
Ow.
Thunk.
It's still standing, but you thunked it real hard.
What the hell a roll?
Well, I got
Double
12.
sixes. Yeah.
No, just, yeah,
Oh. Anyway.
double 3s and a 6.
All right. Anything else?
Can I hit it again?
At a -5.
What is that?
That's 15. That's good enough.
24 minus 5. Was that 14?
Good enough.
19?
Hits.
It's
14.
And number 3 falls into a pile of bits.
you also add extra to that.
Did I mess it up again? As always. Would I know anything about what a lamia is?
That would be a knowledge nature check if you wanted to spend an action to...
I would like to do that. Why can't I do that?
Oh,
21.
1, you have no clue what this creature could be.
All right.
you gave me this awesome sword and I didn't use the deadly D12. Now I'm sad.
And read your magical items.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the
Scrub.
deadly trait is one of the most missed.
I missed it my entire last character.
Deadly trait?
Sad.
No, you have to actually hit something for the deadly trait to work.
Oh, you're so funny.
Percy, it's your turn.
Percy's gonna stand her happy little ass up, and I'm gonna do a 2-action divine heal on Flint.
Peer pressure.
I mean, he's about to die, so.
That's true too.
So with this, I get my D10s, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
So I
Yes.
get my 2.
2d10 plus 16.
All right.
And that is your second font of the day.
Yikes.
Math is hard.
Yeah, 32.
32 points of heals. All right. Seeing that you could reach her from there.
No, that's not right. It's 22.
Okay, 22. Cheat better.
Well, my cheat wasn't even realistic, so I guess it was, but I didn't get it.
All right. Flint. I need a will save.
20.
20. You know, that Lamia is not that bad.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this must be just a big giant misunderstanding.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty diplomatic right now.
Yeah, you're feeling actually quite friendly towards that creature. And then she'll step there. And that's her turn. Now, the zombie, on the other hand, you want that thing dead. But that Lamia, good, just misunderstood.
Solid gas.
Speaking of the zombie, Percy.
She's gone, but I'll go do her things.
Let's see how well the zombie will hit Percy. See if it's even worthwhile. 28 to hit the unarmored Percy. You're muted. You're muted. I can barely hear you from the other room, but
Yeah, that'll be a crit.
crit? Okay.
I assume as much.
Percy will take 30 points of damage.
Oof.
And I don't believe a 12 beats her athletics DC.
It might.
No, not at level 4.
It does, because her athletics DC is 10.
Well, I think, does push go against athletics or does it go against fortitude DC?
It might be Fortitude DC.
Yeah, because you got a +0 in it.
Oh no.
You got hit for 30 points of damage.
Oof. Goodness.
Fortitude DC, so yeah, that wouldn't.
Why are you grabbed?
It won't go away.
All right, next.
That face.
So see this. I like see
Does
how
a
it's little.
16 hit the unarmored Percy?
So you just kind of have to move
No.
that bar. Well, the unarmored. So you have AC right
Oh.
there. So let's just stow that for a minute.
No.
No.
Nice.
Why won't it go away?
And then the third swing.
So there's
Does a 17 hit unarmored Percy?
No.
So like on
Very nice.
things that have like a scroll wheel.
Uh-huh.
there's
All right,
stuff
so it missed.
Mhm.
It says that bars in your way.
Go back to mute as it is Klaus's turn.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
You have your bastard sword drawn, two-handed grip.
Yeah. All right. Let me think of what I want to do here. All right. I want to step here. Then I'm gonna reaction drop my bastard sword. Mark,
The chick charmed me.
the big baddie as my prey,
So
and then quick draw and fire my bow.
Okay.
So back to the page. So that is 16 plus 9. So 24. No, yeah, 25.
25 will miss
Alrighty.
just due to Madeira giving a little bit of soft cover to it.
Okay. Was that 2 actions?
That was all 3.
Hold on, 3. Alrighty then.
Because you.
I think she's good. And then he'll step to here. But this guy,
That dude's a motherfucker.
that won't Percy won't give it cover, right? That's why I stepped.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had lunged, it would have had cover.
Right. So 2 strikes. That's a 23 on the first.
Hit.
That's 9 points of damage. And then a
Together by strings.
20 on the second hit
Hit.
for 22 points of damage.
That is a dismembered zombie brute. Cinder.
3 actions.
So Cinder is gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to tumble and do an acrobatics, see if I can get a better position on her.
Okay.
So let me roll my tumble real quick.
Yep.
That's not too hateful. 11 plus. I got a 20 for acrobatics check.
Where are you trying to go?
So is it
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
that?
You'd have to do 2 moves.
Yeah.
5, 10, 20.
He can't do it because he failed. So
I
he stopped right in front of her.
Okay, so that's my. I'll move right there, and then I'll just open up with 2 slashes. Well, one
Alright.
slash because I take a negative because technically this is a skill check, right?
Acrobatics is not an attack action,
Okay.
so no negatives yet.
All right. Well, that was only a 14. So
That is a big whiff.
okay. Is it a whiff or is it a critical?
Critical fails on attacks unless you roll a 1. Don't do anything.
Gotcha. And then I'll go with the agile swipe and see if I get a backhand on her.
-4.
That is going to be a 17.
That is also a miss. Yeah, you're just not getting through her hide.
All right. I admire those scales. Turnover.
Merk.
Merk is going to, seeing that everybody's having a little bit of trouble, first, he noticed that she did something to, Flint. So I will spend my first action making a check to see if I recognize what the spell was.
Go ahead and make an occult roll.
Oh, that's perfect. 26.
Yeah, she charmed him.
And then I will cast Dispel Magic to get rid of the charm. All right, so my counteract total is spell attack. So that is going to be attack plus 10. So, sorry, 17 plus my spell attack, 27. And the DC...
Barely. Just barely were you able to punch through. Let's see.
And that gets Flint back in the fight.
What level is Dispel Magic?
2nd level.
I'm sorry. That did not go through. Success counteracts the target if its counteract level is no more than 1 level higher than your effect's counteract level. Her charm is a 4th level spell.
Oh. All right. That's it. That was all of them.
Yep. Wow. First time Dispel Magic's come into play, though, so learn something new on that counteract thing. It's got to be a critical success for it to go up to 3 levels higher than your counteract effect. Okay. Close but no cigar. And she looks very interested in Merk. Jade's turn. Move action to get there. Drawing her bastard sword. And she has no fear of death. Swings it one-handed because she has her shield. And that, I need a critical effect card for slashing hit. Not a critical failure.
All right.
Can't roll 20s for the monsters, but I can roll them for the NPC. This is bullshit.
6. All right. That is not correct. I clicked on that and it didn't switch over. All right, slashing. The target is flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
And so base double damage. So she also manages to do 24 points of damage to the creature.
And suddenly it's much more interested in her rather than Merk.
Right. Suddenly, the unarmored human... And yeah, she is actually female. Madeira, it is your action.
I'm going to heal Percy.
2 action.
2 action. Can I heighten it?
You have to have memorized it at that level. So you would have to have prayed for it to be at a 2nd level spell slot.
And I do have it as a 2nd level.
Well, then there you go.
All right. So is that 3d8 or?
No, 2d8 because it's 2nd level. 2d8 plus 16.
Okay. Mm. 28.
28 heals to purse. All right, and your last action.
I guess I'll turn around towards her.
You still got your shillelagh.
Yep, you can still swing.
Oh, I can? All right.
Yeah. Facing is an automatic thing. It's just...
Okay.
Good roll. 19.
19 plus 9. 28.
That'll hit.
Does she happen to be maybe some sort of aberration or something like that, where she would take extra damage?
She is a beast.
Okay. So just 2d6.
Just 2d6.
2. 8 damage.
Percy, what are you doing?
When I was trying to die, did anybody else get hit?
Jade is pretty battered looking, but she's
Okay.
not backing down.
Yeah. I just see Merk get hit too by her.
Merk has not been hit, no.
Merk has
Oh,
not been
okay.
touched.
Just kidding. I want to cast I'll cast Spirit Link on Jade.
Okay. So
And
half the
then-
damage she takes, you'll take until she drops?
Yep. And then I'll just cast Shield on myself.
Okay. The Lamia is going after the thing that made it flat-footed. Spear to Jade. I should have given the Lamia a name. Can't crit hit you guys, but I can crit hit the NPC. As she plunges the spear deep into Jade for 24 points of damage, which means, Purse, you take 12. Jade is dying 2.
Jade!
Ends. And then Merk.
Merk
I need a
returned-
will save from you.
Ooh, will save. Those are my good ones. $18 on the die for a total of 28.
Okay, so that is... You know it just tried to cast something on you, but you're not... It seemed pretty harmless, actually. But, Klaus, it is your turn.
All right. So let's see. She was already marked as my prey. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to move. Move me right here. I'll go there. So we can get a shot.
Okay, your party's still gonna provide cover to the creature from there.
So he has, he's scarping.
Breaks the robin ran away. No! Bravely ran away.
I didn't.
If you were looking to get a shot without cover, you want to kind of step over to, like, their area.
Hit a flank, converging fields of fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I'll go over there and then I'll go ahead and take a shot with my bow on her. Ooh, it's a natural 20, total of 29.
All right, let's get a piercing crit card pulled up, as that is a critical hit.
All right. So piercing, normal damage. Crit effect, the target cannot heal this damage until it has rested at least 8 hours.
Alrighty.
That hurts PCs more than monsters.
I'm still charmed by her, right?
Yes, you are.
Oh, well, she could just camp here for the night. I mean,
But You get your double damage, so your 2d8.
I thought it
It's
said
double.
normal damage.
Oh, did it? I
Yeah,
didn't hear.
normal damage.
So you still get your normal 2d8, then your plus 1d8 for your hitting it, and your d10 for deadly, because that still counts, even though it's. So yeah, 3d8 plus a d10.
14. So D10. It's another 9. So that is 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. That arrow sinks in deep on her, but she is still standing. What you gonna do?
Let's see, how many actions do I have left?
That was 2 actions you've done so far. You have 1 action left.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take another shot at the -5. Why not? That is a 14 on die, so plus 4, so 18 total.
18, yeah, that shot goes a little bit wide. Flint,
Where-
you're really confused as to why your friends are fighting your friend.
You guys say I'm grumpy. Okay. I guess I'll just go get Jade. So I can move through friendly squares, right?
Yep.
So I can, move there. I'll grab Jade as 1 action,
2 actions.
and then walk her back to here at half speed.
Yep. Perfectly
And
fine.
I'll lay her in this square next to Percy and be like, Percy, can you fix her?
Yeah, let's
I don't
not
know
put
why
Jade
they're
in the
fighting.
fire.
And then, so that's all 3 actions.
Yep, Cinder. This chick's looking a little bit beat up, but she's still in the fight.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'll cast a level or a heightened level 2 burning hands. So she'll have to make a reflex save 20.
Okay. What's the damage?
21 points of fire damage.
21 points of fire damage.
I rolled
And
really
she goes up in a screaming inferno.
I will finish her with a mercy kill with a claw just to cut out the screaming because that is a woman's head. And that's
Yep.
awful.
Cinder, no!
And then this clean cut with the claw.
You know what? Now that she's dead, Flint, you're not quite certain what just happened.
Start that, and then I'll realize I'm doing it, and then just kind of look disgruntled and turn away.
Now, Merk, did you see what happened there?
You used a spell to burn it?
And then finish it while your hero was
I mean,
preoccupied.
he's an orc. They're notoriously a little weak-minded, so he fell to a charm spell.
I'm only half orc.
So how does the story go?
While they're figuring this out, I'm gonna do a
I'll have to think about it.
skill check.
Do you need to be healed, or you
Are you
got?
taking 10 minutes to... Well, first let's see if...
I
Because
assume she would stabilize her
Jade,
first.
we're still in rounds here because
Yeah.
Jade is dying. Merk,
Oh,
it is
okay.
your action.
Whose action?
Merk's.
Merk will soothe Jade.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, nice. It automatically heightens if I wish. So 8. So that's 18, 8, 26.
26. She is back up wounded 1.
I got you, fam.
I'll give her a hand to her feet.
But I distracted it long enough for you to kill it.
Yeah, you did really good.
Ow.
No, you didn't.
Welcome to the team, officially.
You tasted the sweet caress of death's kiss. Welcome to the group.
She sits there for a second and realizes, yeah, when I was just a bodyguard for you guys, that didn't happen.
Don't worry, you've made the right choice. It's okay.
So,
Take your rite of passage.
29 on the bardic knowledge to identify what this creature is.
That is a Lamia.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty victims of an ancient curse for which they blame the gods.
I'm
Get her
gonna
old
loot-
bitches.
I'm gonna loot this body. What does she got?
Well, you immolated her pouch, so there is a pile of old-looking coins.
Oh. Is there more than 5?
There are quite a bit more than 5.
Okay, I give it to someone who can count. The dwarf's close.
There are 85 gold pieces total. And as you're looking over her spear, you notice it's inscribed with runes.
I give it a sniff. Do I detect magic?
There is a magic aura.
I give it a lick. What's it taste like?
Taking 10 minutes to identify it.
Yeah, I'll lick the damn pole for 10 minutes. What's it taste like?
He's licking the pole.
Give me an Arcana check. What's everybody else doing for the 10 minutes it takes to identify an item?
Does anyone else need healed or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
medicine check on myself and Jane.
And then I'll go over to Madeira and have her patch me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You guys have ward medic.
I
I
do.
got a 27 for my Arcana.
27? You know what? There's a +1 rune stone engraved into that spear. It tastes like spearmint.
How refreshing. Cuts right through all of it.
So who's coming to me for heals?
I need 20.
Okay, well I got a 24 on my battle medicine or whatever it is.
So 2d8. What'd you get, Purse?
I got a 28.
28, 48 for you and Jade.
14.
And then takes an hour, correct?
No, she just leveled, so she should have. Yeah, an hour, not 10 minutes. You're right.
I got 20 points back.
20 points. Jade's fully healed and her wounded's gone.
I can do a spells for people if you.
Now, this was a large creature. What size is this weapon? Is it a medium because of the weird body proportions on this?
Again.
It is actually a medium because of the weird body proportions of the creature.
Hey, take this pointy stick. It's magic. It's better than your pointy stick.
Thanks.
Is she allowed to have a pointy stick that's made out of metal?
No, it's made out of wood.
Oh,
it is a
wood.
fire-hardened wood spear.
Well, it can be like they can't wear metal. They can use weapons that are.
Gotcha. Okay, I just want to make sure. Cool.
Yeah, as long as spear is on the druid's list, which I think they get all simple weapons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody gets simple weapons. I
So,
think
yeah.
except maybe wizards.
I have a magic spear.
Yep,
Is
it's a +1 spear.
Gives you a +1 to hit. Well, I'll update your thing and resend you the character sheet.
Let me check because I think wizard is the only one who doesn't get all simple.
I think
Yeah.
I thought wizards did.
No.
No, they don't. Never mind.
Wizards get club, crossbow, dagger, heavy crossbow, and staff, and unarmed attacks. They're the only ones who don't have simple weapons.
I asked
They don't
if
need them.
one of her scales.
She actually isn't a snake lamia. The base lamia is more of a bestial body.
Like a cat.
Yeah, kind of like
I grabbed the
like
wrong
a-
one.
That's fine. It's kind of like a bear cat.
Do you guys want a Skinner?
Get her, I barely know
You almost did.
her. She seemed nice at a time. I don't. You women send mixed signals.
The problem with skinning such a creature is that there's still a humanoid part, and the majority of
There you go.
civilized folk.
Can Jade do any type of check as far as like something that would be valuable to a collector from this beast?
I'm gonna do lore underworld if that's acceptable because this is not civilized.
A lore underworld check would be acceptable.
All right, so I got a 10.
I'm not saying skin Oliver, just
The
this.
bottom half.
Yeah, the back half. She just wanted to take the back half. 17. What creepy fuck do I know who wants this?
In Magnamar, you could name 2 people who would want it to eat it,
Oh,
and 8 people who would want to display it.
8 people.
That means we
But-
gotta haul it all the way back to Magnemar.
We're a long way from Magnamar.
Yeah,
I mean, we could carry just the skin around in the wagon.
I mean, if we just skin it and take this, I mean, do we stop at the torso? Is it like a clean line? Is it like, does it go like beard and then skin? Like, is that how clean it is, or is it like tapered? Like, what's this look like?
Well, it looks fairly charred considering you took it out with a very effective burning hands.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just leave it, I guess.
I assume the zombies don't have anything on them.
The
Just
zombies,
fisting things.
yeah, the zombies are gearless.
Is there anything else left on this Chica?
No.
All right. Why don't we drag the part after we leave? Let's burn the bodies because these are gross.
Did you still need heals, Klaus?
Yeah, I just need like one quick hit. If we want.
10 minutes to
Yeah. I'll do
get
that.
Klaus topped off.
Yeah, top me up as well. I only need 4, so.
Okay.
You have to wait an hour.
All right, she only has to wait 10 minutes for him. Yeah. What's the sleeping rules? What do you get back when you rest?
Can I not do them both at the same time?
No,
because
Flint's had healing within the last 10 minutes from the first aid.
I'll
check.
heal you again in an hour.
Staying awake.
Right, that's what I'm asking. What do you get back from resting?
If you get a full night's rest, you get double
your
your
con
level
plus your-
back.
Is it con plus your level or double?
I think it's
your-
con plus your level. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm good. I'll just head to bed. I want
Yep.
to be well rested just in case.
I
Characters
get a
receive-
24. That's only 2d8, right?
Yes, 24 is 2d8. Because you did not raise the DC by 5 because you
And
are
9.
an expert. 9 heals to Klaus.
I had an 8 and a 1.
I'll take
Very
it.
nice. So everybody's going back to sleep.
Yes,
Except for the watch person.
I think this is my watch.
It is Cinder's watch.
Oh boy.
Cinder, roll me a d20.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yay.
11.
Oh god.
11. Well, that's fun.
So are your encounter tables just random as far as like the severity of them based off the number? Okay.
Yeah, it's the way I do it is I set 20 encounters from trivial to extreme just randomly throughout the table.
Okay. Yeah. That's
So
what I
there's-
assumed as much, but
There's I literally just random number generate 1 through 5 20 times to dictate what the severity is going to be at that level.
yeah.
Can I sleep in my hide armor?
You cannot sleep in medium
Oh,
armor.
Kristen's got padded armor, so she can sleep in hers.
Yep.
So
But you
you're
can sleep in her armor.
yeah, you're not unarmored then, and that shouldn't have been a crit on you. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Nobody died.
All the way.
Fully.
Dying and dead are two completely different. But Cinder,
Yeah.
I need a perception check.
Yeah, Cinder's not good at these.
Exactly.
Cinder rolled well, got 21 at least.
21?
Yeah, rolled 16. That's a +5 for you keeping math at home.
That's pretty good, actually, as we reset initiatives.
Okay.
For the newest encounter, zooming through the skies
A green dragon?
are
No.
you wish.
The what?
I don't, because I'm not armored.
Cinder got a 21.
Good luck, Jade.
The 4 pterosaurs that are or pterodons
What?
that are going to be diving down at you.
Do I get to react?
You actually get to go first.
Dang.
Rolled lower than you. But before we let you go, Cinder, let's get everyone's perceptions. Madeira,
22.
Percy,
21.
Tamia's dead. We don't need initiative for her. Klaus,
What size are they?
4.
they are medium. Oh no, they are large. Klaus, what was your initiative?
24.
Thank you. Flint,
25.
on Merk,
24 +8.
or no, Klaus, your initiative is +9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Jade is going out of 10. She's tired. She nearly died. And the pterodons that are swooping down at you. Well, at the party. Cinder, what you doing?
Since I have dark vision, I guess I can see these boys.
Yes.
How far away are these boys?
They're coming in about 30 feet up and then where they're at on the map.
30 feet
Let
up.
me get them in
and where they're-
squares correctly. Because they were not in squares.
They're flying in formation.
Shouldn't they be a V then?
Well, that would
No,
be
they're just coming in a straight line.
They're not
V formation.
They're not geese.
First of all, it looks like a turkey if we've seen
Or mighty ducks.
the mighty ducks.
ducks fly together.
And I can't prepare to cast a spell. I'm not
And
able-
delay.
an action to scream.
No, that's a free one.
All right. Well, I'll scream. Lizard birds. Lizard birds. There we go.
All right. Everybody perception checks.
What is that?
23.
19.
20.
Get over a 10, you're awake.
All right.
I'm awake.
Jade, on the other hand, is still asleep.
Or Jade.
She had a rough day. All right. What actions are you doing, Cinder?
So they're 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead, move my speed down so I can get a little closer to it. And that'll work. I'm going to point up at that first one, and I'm going to call upon a pressurized wave of smoke and heated air. I'm casting Gust of Wind. It's a 60-foot line. You got to make a save. It'll be 20.
Okay, it passes.
Okay, it cannot move against the wind. So it passed on the reflex save. So it will not be able to move, and because I'm holding it where it should be. I was hoping it was going to fail, because then he would fall and plummet to the earth.
Right, but no, it made it save, so it's just
That's number
striving
4.
against the wind. On number 4. Thank you. Pterosaur number 1 is going to swoop.
5, 15, 20, 30, 35. Yes.
Yep. That's its first move action. Its second move action, it uses its swoop ability at... Let's see. Well, it's going to swoop past Cinder, because Cinder's the one that's up at the moment. So it moves full 40, but makes a strike at Cinder during that. So move it another 40 past Cinder there. And actually,
20.
It caught the line of the gust of wind, put it back right next to Cinder.
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
sorry about that. As it crit failed its attack.
Okay.
So I'm not going to let it finish that movement. It actually missed you and dug its beak into the ground and kind of just landed awkwardly next to you. So now you have this.
Darted. Okay.
Yep. Now you have this horse-sized dinosaur right next to you.
What's a dinosaur? This is the lizard bird.
That's the same difference.
Is it?
At least in my view.
Okay.
That's the one that matters right now.
Dinosaurs are birds more than lizards.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever seen a chicken go after a mouse?
I've seen a
that's
chicken
not
go
dinosaurs,
after a
though.
man.
Chickens are mean motherfuckers.
Yes, they are.
It can be.
Jade is having a really rough day as Pterodon number 2
No.
lands next to Jade to try to pick her up and take her off. As it is going to try to attack Jade. Alright, dice are fired. I missed the sleeping unarmed person. With a +10 to hit, I missed the sleeping unarmed person. So Jade is still blissfully asleep. Number 3 is looking for a smaller snack. It's going to try to swoop past, or actually land next to Percy. Because I always love to target Percy for some reason. And number 4 can't move. Flint, top of the round. Cinder screamed. You've been asleep for maybe an hour.
Cinder screamed. I look over and I see
Horse-sized dinosaurs.
Percy and Jade, and this one is right above Jade and Percy are both sleeping. So
Percy's eyes are bugging out of her head at the moment, but Jade is snoring.
so I'll protect Jade. So I'm gonna try this, and you tell me it's gonna be at penalties. Since I'm sleeping, I will just grab my weapon.
Mm-hmm. That's one action.
I'll stand and lunge. I was just gonna hit from the ground, but I'll stand and lunge at number 2.
If you choose to stay on the ground to do it, you're at a -2 to swing. That's it.
Right, but then there's the cover and everything, so it'd be like a -4.
Yeah, to lunge would be a -4.
Right.
But standing up with everybody else prone, it's no
Want to be
minus.
so bad. So, yeah, I'll stand and lunge at number 2. That is a 28.
All right, roll double damage, as that is a critical hit. Don't forget your deadly this time.
I get my deadly just on any crit, not just twice.
Any crit.
Okay.
Oh,
So that is 14 twice is 28. And then another 6, so 32.
34 points of damage. Yeah, you gash that thing to a point where it is just geishering blood. Still up. Klaus, you're awake.
Alrighty. Well,
You saw Flint lunge at that thing, and then you see another one that tried to peck at Percy, but hit the ground instead of the Pugnificent.
yeah, let's see. So I'm going to stand up again, and I want to mark number 3 as my prey, and I'm going to take a quick draw shot at it. So that's a 13 plus 9, so 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Alrighty, and then it's 3d8 total, so it's 7 plus 8, 15 plus 4, so 19.
Man, I regret giving you guys striking runes. You guys are hitting.
Things are hitting us hard too.
These pterodons haven't hit you for shit.
Not these ones. The last ones were rough.
Well, they're freaking zombie brutes. They're
Just
level
just
2
let me
creatures
know.
that hit like a Mack truck. Merk, it is your action.
All right. Merk looks around, sees what's happening, sees that the one next to Cinder is on the ground. So for his first action, he leaps to his feet. He shouts, "I want to fly!" 5, 10, 15, and he's going to try and leap on its back, right at the base of its neck. Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh no.
Not good.
I'm gonna need both. I need the acrobatics to get the jump and then the athletics to grab on, but I'll let you do it as one action.
Natural 20 on the athletics.
You jump right behind this thing's neck.
And 24 on the acrobatics.
24 on the acrobatics. Or actually, the athletics is what grabs it. The acrobatics is jumping on it. So, 24 on that. Yeah, you managed to get a seat. And then you managed to just take a bit of rope that you've had and hook it into this thing's mouth like a bridle. As you have this thing grappled.
Would be pretty cool to have that as an animal companion.
I'm not thinking animal companion, I'm thinking mount.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a
Which
companion.
I'm small
number
enough
is
that I
this?
can ride it.
He jumped on number 1.
Number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, you are riding number 1 at the moment. And that is all 3 of your actions. Madeira,
Yes.
it is your go.
I'm going to do electric arc on I can't see their numbers. Is it 1 and
2 and 3,
2 and 3? Yes.
the
Yeah,
ones that
2
are
and
right
3.
next to you guys.
Yep.
And that's reflex save on my part. All right, give me damage. And it does automatically heighten as a cantrip.
7.
7 total.
Yep.
You did 2d4 plus your wisdom modifier?
I did 2d4 and forgot to add my wisdom modifier like always.
11.
Yep.
So 11. Number 2 drops dead. Number 3. Actually, you know what? Number 1 is dying 1. Let's see, because these are natural creatures. You might
You said
shoo them away.
number 2 is dying 1?
Yeah, number 2 is dying 1. Number 3. All right. That's 2 actions, Madeira. What's your third action?
Is anyone damaged? Is anyone hurt?
The
Is
dinosaurs.
Jade still asleep?
Not physically, but I've been
Is Jade
damaged
still
inside
asleep?
for years.
Yeah, Jade is snoring away at this. She apparently had a rough first encounter, and I rolled a nat 1 on her perception check to wake up.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for me.
All right. Percy.
I'd like to stand up and move here.
The pudge scrambles away from the dinosaur trying to eat it because everything tries to eat the delicious dog.
Yep.
I mean-
Is number 3 on the ground or is it still above?
Number 3 was kind of like flapping, trying to grab you and snatch you. So it's kind of hovering there for the moment.
It's a good thing
So-
we don't have any Tian in our party.
If I
It took a moment to get there, but it's there.
Yeah, I want to make a bulgogi joke, but I'm going to be good. What are you doing, Pudge?
I will.
Last action.
Yeah, I'll cast shield on myself.
Cast shield on yourself. All right. Cinder, there's one right behind you, and Merk's jumped on this one. What are you going to do? You going to let Merk get away with that? Or
Yeah.
do you have to sustain your gust of wind to keep the one off?
Well, it's just it's until the start of my next turn, so it doesn't
Okay.
mean it's just one turn until the end of my turn.
All right, so that spell goes away.
Hey.
Number 4 is ready to go. What are you doing?
I just automatically assumed I stood up. If I didn't say that, that's
You didn't use your last action, so
Yeah, I think you did say you stand up
okay.
with your last action.
I'll let Lizard play stupid games and maybe win great prizes. So I'm going to open up with my unflaming claws on. Actually, I'll go ahead and take a 5 foot or a guarded move, 5 foot step, whatever, to flank with Flint, and then open up with me claws.
Nice.
That is a 14 plus a 10 for a 24.
14 plus a 10 for a 24 is a hit.
That is 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage. That pterodon drops.
And then I will just go ahead and that one up in the air.
You only have one action left, and this thing is just dying in front of you.
Dying is fine. Let me see what I wanted. Who's is someone still down? Is anyone unconscious or anything like that?
Jade's sleeping.
Jade sleep.
Other
You
than
know,
that,
it'd be fun to leave her to sleep all the way through this. I'm not gonna fuck with her. That's funny. I will attempt the one up in the air. I'm gonna just make a guttural, just intimidate, scream, yell as dragon as I can. I'm gonna take a negative of this because it's technically an attack roll, right?
demoralizing is not an attack.
But there will be a language barrier because it's just like
Yep, you get a -4 to the check.
Okay. I rolled a crit 20.
What's that total?
Total for me, minus, I get a +10 because of Dragonish. But -4 will put it as a 26 that I just bestially roar and manage to drop an octave.
A 26, even without the nat 20, is a critical success against this thing's will. What happens is that you go to roar at this thing like you would, another goblin trying to steal your meal. And what comes out is just this draconic roar. Like, think T-Rex style from Jurassic Park.
Gotcha. Hot.
And its turn as, well, number 1 has something on it. Number 1 is going to go airborne to try to shake whatever's on it off of it. So its first 2 move actions are to move up. Flying, gaining altitude, gets up to about 40 feet of height total. Also moved 80 feet just straight north, so probably off the map at this point, as it's trying to fly and shake off.
Does straight north?
Yeah. I mean, you could just leave it where it is. It doesn't matter. It's more the fact that it's the height. Does a 20 beat your athletics DC +2?
Yes.
Well, it's with trying to break free. It's not athletics DC, is it? Fortitude DC. Grapple. Yeah, no, it's against your fortitude DC.
Then no.
Okay. As it does not manage to shake you off. And I gave you the +2 bonus for your nat 20 previously, as it is trying to shake you off to eat you. Number 4, the other 2, let's see. Okay. Number 4, its friends are dying. Its last mate is gone. Takes off.
Yeah, fuck off, guy.
Got him.
I mean, this is a trivial encounter in the first place.
Except someone's about to take like 10d6 fall damage.
But he's flying.
Actually, at 80 feet, it's only 40 damage. It's a flat number for damage now.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
It's half the distance.
Good thing that it's stable.
And an acrobatics check to reduce it by 10 feet.
Jade is still snoring.
What is she
As-
getting on sleep?
I mean, see the one?
It's so pretty.
That's the one I rolled.
So pretty.
Flint, your action.
Merk, you want me to help?
I got this!
Okay, then I'm gonna go over and drag number 2 and put it face to face with Jade.
Damn it, you beat me to it. I was going to cover her up like a blanket with one.
Guys,
Because
trying to get her to stay.
if you guys, my third natural one is you scream to Merk, are you going to be okay? Jade is sleeping through it.
Yeah, I figured
And
I'd
then-
lay a wing over her like a big blanket.
And then I'll ask Madeira if Do you want to try to tame these things or not?
I mean,
They're not dead yet. They're kind of still trying to breathe.
well, that's pretty gruesome, first of all. Second of all, I don't want to try and tame them while they are in the state of death. I think we should swiftly kill them, and then the one,
Okay. And then he swings at number 3 and chops its head off.
Roll to hit.
Am I the only one who
26.
wanted a flying mount?
Right?
That would have been badass.
26. It is dead, as you did a critical hit and knocked it from dying to dead.
Yeah, that's why I kept number 2 alive anyways. That way,
I
if you
mean,
wanted to tame it.
on the bright side, that's provisions, because chicken.
So we still have the chance.
hunting after all.
We still have the chance for number 2 to be a mount, and Goblin and Merk can both fly.
Klaus, it is your action.
Idea.
Well,
Flying mount.
I'm just gonna go over to number 3 and take a swing at it myself. Let's get it over with.
Number 3
Three's
is the one
dead.
decapitated.
Okay, 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 is the one laying facing Jade.
I'll still kill it though, and then it'll just be a dead thing laying next to Jade. I just want to kill it.
All right. Walk over, draw on your sword, roll to hit.
That is a 12. I rolled shit.
12. You do manage to strike it. You were trying not to hit Jade since they put it right next to it, so you couldn't swing willy-nilly. So you just kind of pierced it and poked it, and it's bleeding more.
Well,
And Jade looks up at you and says, I appreciate you not going ham.
yeah, I tried, but
I think it's closer to turkey.
As she's finally woke up as Flint pulled the beast over her. That one I rolled a 19 on the die.
roll a 3.
All right. Madeira, this thing is on its last legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna mercy kill it.
I tried. Okay.
Go up, put your spear to it, and roll to hit.
Yeah. Does a 16 hit?
It does, and you put the creature out of its misery. Merk, what are you doing?
I am going to try and steer this thing to the ground with a command and animal action.
Trying to command a wild animal.
Indeed.
A roll of that nature check.
That would be my hero point. That
Don't
was a
know if it
nice
matters
swing.
much because you
Went from
automatically fail.
Went from a 1 to a 19.
You automatically
so-
fail if the animal's hostile to you.
I'm aware.
I'm
That's
trying
odd.
to steer it. So I don't know if that would be in command an animal or another skill.
I'm just waiting for your total.
You gotta tame it first.
25.
25.
I'm looking to tire it out so it has to land.
But it's scared and full of adrenaline.
Yeah, you're trying to do like how Madeira handles the horses, and it doesn't really work that way. Now, give me an athletics check.
That would be 17.
17. Well, that is a basic success. So you, instead of like pulling on the reins, trying to do that, you just literally like just reach up and shove its head towards the ground. You have one action left.
How far up am I now?
40 feet.
40 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to push its head down again.
Okay. Give me another athletics at a -5 this time.
All right. So that is going to be 14.
14. Yeah, I was able to move its neck in such a way that you weren't able to shove it down any further. Percy, are you going to do anything? Watching Merk wrestle a...
Yeah, I'm just gonna put
Can-
like my hands like this and just watch them.
Does she have dark vision?
No.
She does not. She's just staring off into the
I'm trying to be
distance.
like,
The
where'd they
only-
go?
We're the only two that have dark vision. Does anyone else have dark vision?
Merk does.
Cinder, you
Well,
see him air wrestling this thing. What are you doing?
I sit down next to the fire, produce a trail mix popcorn analog, and watch. That is going to be my next 6 turns.
Let's see what happens here. As Pterodon does not like this. Give it a morale check right now. Okay, it's still good there. That. And it's trying to buck you off at this point. 19 to your fortitude DC.
That ties it.
So what happens is it manages to shake free of the rope, and now its second athletics check is to dump you. And that, with the -5, is a 25.
This is going to sting a little bit.
As you can give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to negate some of the fall. What did you get there? Oh, well, you do negate 10 feet of the fall.
That's a total of 27.
So you only take 15 points of damage from falling 30 feet.
I'll go up and do. Wait, can I do battle medicine on him? Yeah.
Well,
It's
combat's
still got another
over.
action.
Oh,
Combat's over as this thing nopes the fuck out after it got ridden by a kobold. I mean, that round you had a 1 in 30 chance for it to have had its will broken. Didn't work. But I appreciate the ingenuity.
Damn it.
So, I assume you guys are going to get a total of 23 more days of food for the party from these two large, muscular, meaty creatures.
I think we'll be good for a while.
The rest of the night will pass without incident, giving you guys ample opportunity to heal up. And with that, we're going to end the session.
Yeah.
That was kind of brutal for the random encounters through the night.
I mean, the pterodons didn't do any damage except for Merk. The first one was pretty good. That was a good.
They didn't do any damage. Merk did damage to himself.
yeah, that would be pride.
I agree with that.
Pride cometh before the fall.
Yeah.
Actually, the fall came first.
Not the fall that gets you; it's the sudden stop at the bottom.
Yeah.
Schmack.
I'm gonna ask him what the heck he was doing when I heal him too.
I wanted a new mount.
Yeah. Well,
I want to soar like a dragon.
Madeira told me to kill that one. I was trying to save one for you, Merk.
Eh.
She hates animals.
I mean, we were talking about it, but Mr. Hostile Negotiations over here, just stabbed it before I could finish my thoughts. So, anyways.
Anyway.
You said to kill it swiftly. That's what I did.
It was pretty swift. That's one strike, and then I sort of hold off the head. Came right
This new
off.
sword's freaking sweet.
Lizard bird.
Hey Jade, how you doing?
All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Have a good one.